Round 2. We're going to attempt to pick up the TBM 850 here today and bring it back to its home of Opelika, Florida after an annual maintenance inspection. So let's see how this one goes. Alright, well, welcome aboard everybody. We're here at Pompano Beach in the TBM 850, and we're going to start this thing up and be on our way back to Opelika if all goes as planned. So, battery volts look good, fuel boost pump on, and we're going to turn the starter on. First things we're going to be looking for: starter light's blinking, ignition light is on. If either of those were not working correctly, we'd abort the start cycle immediately. NG's risen up and stabilized. Energies fuel to low idle. Now we're watching ITT for hot start, NG for hung start. Oil pressure is coming up. Looks like the ITT is going to temp out right around 732. Now it's going to start to come back down. The NG is continuing to rise up. Good start. Alright, we'll pick up the ATIS here.
Pompano Tower, information Kilo 2053 Zulu weather. Wind 290 at 4, visibility 10, light rain. Few clouds 1,200, few clouds 10,000, 1,000 scattered, temperature 25, dew point 25, altimeter 29905. Landing and departing runway 28, visual approach in use. Hazardous weather information for Pompano and the South Florida area available on Hiawatt and flight service frequencies. For any airborne requests for services, contact Miami Approach Control on 126.05. Advise direction of flight prior to your taxi. Advise on initial contact you have information Kilo.
Alright, we have information Kilo. We'll turn on the taxi light here. Parking brake is off. Now we've got to make a sharp left turn here, so we have to keep an eye on that right wing. As that other TBM is sitting right there. Clear to the left. And clear to the right. So I'd like to welcome everybody on board. It's exciting to be back in the TBM. This is attempt number 2 at getting this airplane off the ground out of its annual maintenance inspection. I'll link the first video up if you didn't check it out. The other couple weeks ago we came in to get the airplane after it was done here, but it was still broken. So it was the prop governor. So we're going to try this again today and see how things go. We'll do all the checks here. Watch the wings out there. I'll put the flaps down. Got an orange plane off our left wing. And flaps selected and indicating. Alright, so we're now in view of the tower. This is spot 5 right up here in front of us. We'll come to a stop here and pick up our IFR clearance. No ground, good afternoon. TBM 851 Tango Bravo, spot 5 with Kilo. We're going to pick up our IFR.
TBM 851 Tango Bravo, Pompano ground. Third to Opelika via radar vectors. Maintain 2,000, expect 4,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.05, squawk 4755.
Clear down to Opelika, radar vectors, maintain 2,000, expect 4,000, 10 minutes after. 2605 and departure frequency squawking 4755, number 851 Tango Bravo.
TBM 1 Tango Bravo, read back correct, advise ready to taxi with the ATIS.
Roger, will advise 1 Tango Bravo. Okay, so we're going to get everything all set up here. And what we're also going to do is look down here at the taxi diagram. It looks like we're going to expect Mike Kilo to runway 28, and it looks like we might get a hold short of 33, or we'll continue. So we got a game plan down what they're going to give us. Ground November 851 Tango Bravo, we're at spot 5 with Kilo, ready to taxi.
TBM 851 Tango Bravo, Pompano ground, runway 28, taxi via Mike and Kilo, cross runway 33 at Kilo.
Roger, taxi runway 28 via Mike Kilo, cross runway 33 at Kilo, 851 Tango Bravo. So since we pre-briefed at taxi instructions, we pretty much knew what we were going to expect, so it was no surprise. And the overspeed governor check tests perfectly this time, so we're good to go. That was what was broken last time. Still got the wings out there. We'll test the flight controls. Reading correct. So here we are, Mike, and if you look down at the taxi diagram, we're turning right onto Kilo. Looking off the left wing, that's runway 1028. That'll be the runway we'll be taking off on. And if you do look, we do have some storms around the area. But for the most part, it should be no factor.
Caution for the TVM eastbound on Kilo. You're clear to land at Lima Delta.
There's a helicopter coming in to land, and we'll keep an eye out for him. And we're continuing here on Kilo, and coming up is runway 33. If you look at the iPad again there, you can see we are cleared to cross runway 33 to continue to runway 28. And even though we're cleared to cross Tree, clear to the left, and the final is clear except for the helicopter, that should be no factor. And off to the left here is now runway 28, where we will hold short, go over to tower frequency, let them know we're ready to go. Pompano Tower, good afternoon, November 851 Tango Bravo, holding short at 28.
TBM 851 Tango Bravo, Pompano Tower, hold short, runway 28, waiting on the release from Miami.
Roger, holding short at 28, 851 Tango Bravo.
TBM 1 Tango Bravo, fly heading 270, maintain 2000, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 28, fly 270 on the heading, climb maintain 2000, 851 Tango Bravo. Alright, here we go, Opelika, Florida. Here we come, hopefully this time. Clear down the runway, final's clear. So the problem we had last time was the intermittent failure of the prop governor, and it failed on set takeoff power, but it didn't fail any other time. So here we go. We'll see how it goes this time. We're all lined up. We're going to ease the power. It's up at 2,000 and holding. We're going to release the brakes. Takeoff power is set. Oil temperature pressures all look good in the green. And everything's looking good this time. So as of now, we have got a fully operating aircraft. And there's our rotation speed. Positive rate. Gear up. And gear selected up and indicating up. Okay, everything's looking good at the gauges.
TBM 1 Tango Bravo, contact Miami departure 126.05, and we'll see you on the YouTube.
Roger, thanks for following along. Over to departure, 1 Tango Bravo. Oh, looks like they follow along on the channel there. Pretty cool. Miami, good afternoon. November 851 Tango Bravo, 800 climb at 2,000.
851 Tango Bravo, Miami departure radar contact, climb maintain 3,000, information Bravo, current at Opelika, and you can expect the ILS and weight, actually expect the visual approach and weight 27, right?
Roger, we'll get the information, and we'd like to put in a request for the ILS if that's possible, 851 Tango Bravo.
Tango Bravo, Roger, expect ILS and weight 27 right approach, is that going to be a full stop?
Hey, firm, full stop, we'll expect the ILS 27 right, 851 Tango Bravo. Alright, we went flaps up, selected and indicating, yaw dampers on.
When able to pursue direct thunder.
We're going to climb in heading mode, IS mode, autopilot on.
Direct thunder, when able, American 244.
I can smell a weird sensation coming out of the
450 November
air
Echo Miami
conditioning.
approach, thank you. 851 Tango Bravo, turn left heading 160.
Left 160, 1 Tango Bravo. Yeah, anytime I get an airplane out of an annual maintenance inspection, it seems like I smell everything possible that could be going wrong with the plane or feeling different things, but I think it's probably all in my head. So we're 11 out of 3000, turn left to 160, we'll go and get the ATIS.
Opelika confirmation, Bravo 2048 Zulu weather, wind 290 at 9er, visibility 10, 4000 scattered, temperature 29er, dew point 22, altimeter 299.5. For March, distant lightning southeast. ILS runway 27 right, approaching use landing and departing runway 27 right, 27 left at 30.
American 244, contact
advisory ground control and clearance level combined 120.02.
3245.
Approach frequency is 119.45. Advise on initial contact, you have information Bravo.
All right, we have information Bravo.
51 Tango Bravo, flight heading 180.
180, 1 Tango Bravo. My engine temperature is a little higher than normal. It's about 90 degrees Celsius. Just keep an eye on that.
450 November Echo, turn 5 degrees left.
So we got information Bravo, we're going to select approach.
450 November Echo.
ILS 27 right.
Or 0 November Echo, turn 5 degrees to the left.
Vectors.
Final.
Since we're on radar vectors, we're going to activate that.
Area 851 Tango Bravo, contact approach 119.45.
1945, 1 Tango Bravo, have a good day. Miami, good afternoon. TBM 851 Tango Bravo, 3000, 180 heading with Bravo.
TBM 851 Tango Bravo, Miami approach, good afternoon, expect the ILS 27 right.
Roger, expect the ILS 27 right, 851 Tango Bravo. We come down to the iPad here, go to the airport tab, and there's Opelika. Now we're going to go to the approach tab, ILS 27 right.
00.
There's our approach plate, and we'll get all set up for that. Alright, so we got 283 set up in our decision height here.
Going to the north downwind there, right traffic.
So we go down to 291 feet
27 right.
on this approach.
27 right.
Got the beach off the left wing there, real nice view.
0 Alpha Lima.
0 Alpha Lima confirmed.
And we got Miami
to runway
out the
27
front.
right.
Our next frequency will be 3467 to stay ahead of the flight. We'll put that in.
TBM 1 Tango Bravo, turn 20 degrees to the left.
20 left, 1 Tango Bravo. Heading bug over there to a 160 heading. And that'll be 20 left. Well, good view out the left wing there. That would be just south of Fort Lauderdale Beach, coming up on Hollywood Beach. Everything's looking good.
American 24.
That smell that I originally smelled is no longer there. It could have just been them from, doing everything it did to the Ascension, just the initial of everything burning off. Any types of grease or lubricants up in there.
TBM 1 Tango Bravo, multiple aircraft at 1 o'clock for about the next 5 miles or so along the beach, indicating 1,000 feet and below. Descend and maintain 2,000.
Keep an eye out for that traffic. Descend and maintain 2,000, 1 Tango Bravo. 2,000 set up in our altitude pre-selector. Go 1,500 feet a minute down in the VS mode. Out of
Tango Bravo, reduce the slowest practical airspeed now for the sequence.
Reducing the slow practical airspeed, 851 Tango Bravo. Alright, he wants us to slow it up. We're going to pull it back to idle here. Are you guys enjoying the flight so far? Good? Good, glad to hear. You guys are good, I'm good. So we got back to idle, but we're still doing 162 knots. We didn't even go into 850 mode in this flight because there's no point going any faster than what we really were going. Take a look down here, you see the different storms around the area. Got a storm out there in front of us out over the ocean, and over there out to the west, big storm there too. All that will be no factor for this flight.
TBM 1 Tango Bravo, turn right heading 240, intercept the 27 right localizer.
240 to intercept the 27 right localizer, 851 Tango Bravo. Alright, so we're over there at a 240 with the heading bug, and the airplane is going to swing around, and we're cleared to intercept the 27 right localizer. We'll go first notch of flaps, so if you take a look out there at the wing, we'll select it, and we'll also make sure it indicates. And
TBM 1 Tango Bravo, traffic 12 o'clock and 2 miles just along the beach, southbound indicates 1,300 unverified.
Roger, keep it on, thanks, 1 Tango Bravo. And we're going to go into nav mode, so that way it'll capture that localizer once it gets up to it. We're not clear for the approach yet, so we'll just stay in nav mode, not approach mode. And we'll keep an eye out for that traffic.
Tango Bravo, he's moving pretty slow there, 12 o'clock and about a mile, indicating 1,300, probably a banner tow. Do you see him?
Roger, I think still no visual on 1 Tango Bravo. Trying to find this guy. We got the banner tow in sight, 1 Tango Bravo.
1 Tango Bravo, you are 4 miles from Jolene, you're clear ILS runway 27 right.
Roger, clear for the ILS 27 right, 851 Tango Bravo. So we got a banner tow basically right on our approach course.
Tango Bravo, just maintain visual separation with the banner tower and contact the tower on 134.67. Good night.
Roger, we'll maintain visual on the banner tow over to tower, 851 Tango Bravo. Good night. Alright, so he's right up here in front of us. I got to keep a visual on him. And we armed the approach. Opelika Tower, good afternoon. Number 851 Tango Bravo on the ILS 27 right.
Okay, 51 Tango Bravo, Opelika Tower, you're following the Cirrus on a mile right base, runway 27 right, clear to land traffic, 12 o'clock, less than a mile. Northwestbound, 1,200 indicated.
Alright, we got the banner toe in sight, and we're cleared to land 27 right behind the Cirrus, 851 Tango Bravo, thank you. Alright, so we're passing the banner toe. We're cleared to land 27 right. We got our first notch of flaps in. Glide
Traffic.
That's a shot out for the banner toe that went underneath us, down right over here to our right. No factor. So glide slope is 1 dot above. We'll go gear and transition. We'll put our pulsating landing lights on. And gears down, 3 green. That's always a good thing. Square up our heading bug here. And when I'm on the glide slope, I usually like to keep the airplane around 25% on the torque, and that keeps us right on our approach speed pretty good. Now what we're looking for is the airplane to follow this glide slope. And we're right at 110 knots, so that's real nice speed for us on the approach. And if you look down at the iPad, just coming up over Jolin, you can see our little airplane blinking there on the approach. Real good heads up situal awareness there for us. So we're looking good. The airplane is pretty much right on the glide slope and just a little bit left of the localizer. We do have a 12 knot wind coming off the right side a little bit, so it's blowing us a little bit off. As you can see right here, hopefully the airplane will correct with the autopilot to keep us centered on that real nice. And we got Miami, you can see right off our left wing, real good view of it. Right now we're passing through 1,000 feet. And on this approach, like I said, we can go down to 291 feet. So right now I'd still be monitoring my instruments if I knew the weather was all the way down near minimums. And I'd give us a call out right around here. It'd be about 500 feet to go is what I would remind myself, just to keep that countdown going in my head to when we need to prepare to go around if we don't get the runway environment in sight. We'll pretend we don't see the runway even though I'm still monitoring out the windows. Looking good in our speed. Airplane got a little bit high on the approach right there. There's 500 feet to the ground. We're looking good, a little bit fast. We got a little bit high on the glide slope here. We're looking to touchdown right at the touchdown zone right there. So we're going to start to pull the power back to flight idle. Going to the flare. There we go, nice smooth touchdown. We'll go back into reverse. Slow it on up. Welcome to Opelika, Florida. Cross the whole short line here and we'll go over to ground and clean up the airplane. Opelika ground. Good afternoon, November 851 Tango Bravo, clear 27 right on Echo, need to go to signature.
November 851 Tango Bravo, Opelika ground, taxi to signature via Papa.
Pop into the ramp, 851 Tango Bravo, thanks. Also, my autopilot disconnect button popped out. I don't know how that happened. Right here on my left hand. It's gone. Jeez, I'll tell you. I didn't do anything different, but it just popped out of the socket area where it's supposed to be in there. What a mess. So on short final, I was not able to disconnect the yaw damper, so I had to come up and manually hit it to disconnect it, because usually you could you can click this on this and it'll take your autopilot off and your yaw damper, but it popped off this button, so I can't get to the button anymore. So then I had to come up and push the yaw damper button up here to disconnect it real quick before that landing. So that was a little curveball thrown at me. Jeez. Well, if you did like that video, please smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, ring that little bell that'll also notify you when I do upload a video. What we're going to be utilizing is signature flight support, which will be right over here to the right. We'll look for a marshaller, park this thing, and shut it down, and we're done for the day. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well, and we'll talk to you again someday soon. Take care, guys.
Hop